Taliban insurgents entered Afghanistan's capital Kabul on Sunday, and an official said President Ashraf Ghani had left the city for Tajikistan, capping the militants' lightning push for power. A senior Afghan Interior Ministry official said Ghani had left for Tajikistan. Asked for comment, the president's office said it cannot say anything about Ashraf Ghani's movement for security reasons. A representative of the Taliban said the group was checking on Ghani's whereabouts. American diplomats were evacuated from their embassy by chopper after a swift advance by the militants, who were poised to run Afghanistan again 20 years after they were toppled by US-led forces following the September 11 attacks on the United States. Taliban fighters were reaching the capital from all sides, a senior Afghan Interior Ministry official told Reuters. But there were no reports of fighting, and the group's spokesman Zabihullah Mujahid said they were waiting on the outskirts and were in talks with the Western-backed government for a peaceful surrender. Taliban fighters are to be on standby on all entrances of Kabul until a peaceful and satisfactory transfer of power is agreed, he said. Representatives from the two sides were due to meet in Qatar on Sunday, Fauzi Kufi, a member of the Kabul negotiating team, told Reuters. A source familiar with the matter said they would discuss a transition of power and U.S. officials would also be involved. Known during their past rule for keeping girls out of school and hardline Islamic punishments such as amputation, stoning and hanging, the Taliban appeared to be trying to project a more modern face. Another spokesman, Suhail Shaheen, said the group would protect the rights of women, as well as freedoms for media workers and diplomats. We assure the people, particularly in the city of Kabul, that their properties, their lives are safe, Shaheen told the BBC, saying a transfer of power was expected in days. The ease of the Taliban's advance, despite billions of dollars spent by the United States and others to build up local Afghan government forces, has stunned the world. Just last week, a U.S. intelligence estimate said Kabul could hold out for at least 3 months. Before news that Ghani had left Kabul, a palace official said he was in emergency talks with U.S. peace envoy Zalmay Khalilzad and officials from the NATO Transatlantic Alliance. Power would be handed over to a transitional administration, the government's acting interior minister, Abdul Sattar Mirzakol, tweeted on the Tolo news channel. There won't be an attack on the city. It is agreed that there will be a peaceful handover, he said without elaborating. A tweet from the Afghan presidential palace account said firing had been heard at a number of points around Kabul, but that security forces, in coordination with international partners, had control of the city. Many of Kabul's streets were choked by cars and people either trying to rush home or reach the airport, residents said. Some people have left their keys in the car and have started walking to the airport, one resident told Reuters by phone. Another said, people are all going home in fear of fighting. Afghans had fled the provinces to enter Kabul in recent days, fearing a return to hardline Islamist rule.